matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The sure hands, it's Lewis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Looking left. The short hands, it's Perez. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The give is to Williams.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Lewis. Oh, he got loose. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Caught over the middle. It's Logan. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. A low line drive and short kick. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with the lone back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put them together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for space, it's Butler. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on third down.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. There he goes. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Logan. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snap... Everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Logan. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Ready to get moving. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Touch pass on the run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Carr. A strike downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. Second and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Bettis. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll leave it with him. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Extending the play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for it all. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Moving away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Colorado.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Trying to keep this drive alive. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Martin. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Big fella moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Young. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 35. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. At their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Thomas. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Logan. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Going for 6. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He's at the 50, the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. It's off. Still running at the 40. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Logan. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking deep. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around on that side.
Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Using his legs, it's Lewis. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He might want another play. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll go to the ground. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Coming back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Good timing on the quick out. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And his throw is incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Throws to the back. Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Quickly complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it to the back. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down.
Man, and this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. You get the stop here. I'm down multiple possessions. Do I kick it now because it's a hard fourth down, or am I putting the foot on the pedal and staying aggressive to try to get a touchdown?
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. Reads it, fires complete. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Motion from the wideout. He wants that clock to run. Runs through it, and runs through another guy.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Lewis. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Here we go. Running back searching for a hole. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Daniel. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. It'll be a draw. Finding open areas. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking downfield. Complete to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. Your defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Logan. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Got his man. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
And the Buffaloes are threatening on first and goal. He'll do it himself on the draw. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Buffs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The snap sets up the throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked